Hey YouTube, it's a windy day, so you're going to have to excuse the wind. We're going to be processing our chickens today. So me and a couple buddies got involved in the chickens, and today we're getting ready to put them in our freezer. So we'll go step by step. And here we have our chicken coop, our one chicken coop. We're going to be building another one soon. You saw the video of that. So we're going to go through the process. We're going to take the chicken, we're going to hang them, we're going to bleed them, and then we're going to put them in the hot water in the chicken plucker, and then we're going to process them, and then we're going to bag them. So we're going to start right now. So today's Saturday, and on Tuesday these guys will be 8 weeks old. We've already got some chickens that are over 9 pounds, and we have some chickens that are, I can't remember if they're 4 pounds, almost 5, or just 5. So we banded them last night so we know which ones are ready to be processed and which ones aren't. And we're going to get started. So there's a couple ways to do this. You can buy the killing cones that are 50 bucks a piece, or you can just do something like with what we've got here. And all you do is you take these and put them over their feet. Now hanging them upside down is supposed to calm them, but they're not calm right away. Neither would you be if I hung you upside down. So once they're calm, there's a couple ways you can do this. So just above here, above their wattle, or females aren't going to have the wattle, but up here, you can slice right across. And they bleed out pretty quick. Or you can just take, I waited too long. Those are just nerves. Once he settles down, cut the neck right off. And you want to let them sit for 2 or 3 minutes to bleed out. So we'll cut her there until it bleeds out, and then we'll move on to the next one.
You want the bird.
Once you got that done, you want to put your chicken in water. Everybody tell you different degrees. Some will say 140, some will say 180. We're somewhere in between. So you want to take them, dunk them down, and make sure you get them all the way. We showed you this on another video. And you want to just keep moving them around so that all the hot water gets down. What you're doing here is you're loosening the feathers so that they pluck nice and clean. You're not tearing the skin. Once you think you got it, bring it up. Grab one of the wing feathers. See, that's still tight, so we're not ready yet. When it is ready, you should be able to pull the wing feathers, and they should come pretty easy. That's why you don't want the water too hot there. It's coming pretty good. Maybe a couple more dunks. You don't want to cook the chicken and start the bacteria growing and stuff like that. And now we're going to put them in the plucker. Now we've upgraded our plucker. You saw the first video, it wasn't doing very well. So we now have 1 horsepower, which is good because we got bigger chickens now. So let's see what happens. This is our maiden voyage with the new motor. Oh, that's not good.
Take 2.
do actually say that.
Yeah.
Turn that on. You get your water up to temperature. Somewhere between 140 180 degrees, depends on who you're talking to. We're up about 150 155. So dunk them in, move them around. What you're doing here is you're loosening up the feathers so that the plucker does its job. And what you're going to look for is either the wing feathers or tail feathers come off fairly easy. If you keep moving them around, the water will get down into the skin, and then the feathers will come off. If you just dunk them, you're not going to get as much. So that's almost ready. That's ready. Now this one already has a broken wing, so hopefully it won't tear the wing right off. And there's what you're looking for. Now where this guy was already damaged, there's a little bit more damage on him. All you'll get is a couple tail feathers, and a couple on the wingtips, and you're good to go. For processing, it's a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. So a couple things that you want to make note of is right here's an oil gland. You can see I got that one feather there that won't come out, but we'll get that. Maybe I can get it out. Anyway, the oil gland comes up around here like this. So you want to make sure you cut that off. Otherwise your chicken's, there's the gland there. Otherwise your chicken's going to get nasty. And then you want to cut up here a little bit. You'll see all kinds of fat. You want to get down through that. And right here is the craw, which is going to have to come out. And here is the trachea, or esophagus, or whatever you want to call it. You gotta work at getting this craw out, because it's all held together by membrane. That runs up alongside the esophagus. Don't be afraid to get your fingers in there. A lot of people will do it without gloves, that's fine. I've had blood poisoning once, so I'm not doing it without gloves. Once that's all freed up, you can get your fingers back down the other side. Then you can come over to the back. Best way to start the back is get the legs off. They come off real easy. Now before you do any of this, sanitize everything. There's different sanitizers you can get, different products you can use, but make sure everything is sanitized. Don't just clean it with soap and water. It may not be enough. Get a sanitizer. It's worthwhile. So we got up early, we sanitized everything. The chicken plucker, the boiling pots, everything. It's been sanitized. You know, that's the best thing for you and your family, and you know, if you have friends over for dinner, well, it's good for your friends too, right? I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Anyways, enough with the speech, it's back to the chicken. So, different people do it different ways. Some people cut down below the vent, Some people cut just above the vent. Obviously above the vent, your intestines are here. So I'm going to cut it up here a little bit. And then just peel it back. Big fat pad in there you can pull out if you want. See, now your intestines are all exposed. And now you can get down to the vent. Cut that out. You don't want to spill the intestines onto your food because the bacteria will grow pretty quick. And there we got a little bit of poop. So we're going to rinse that. Now, your vent should be free, like that. And you can start pulling the insides out. Reach all the way up. You want to get all the way up. Start bringing stuff out. So there's your liver. So with your liver, there's a little green sac here. That's the gallbladder. That will ruin your liver. Let's just gently cut the liver away. And make sure you don't get, you see that? There's a little bit of meat there, but the gallbladder is going right up in there. So you want to make sure you don't get that. And you want to cool your meat off as fast as you can. We got some stuff in there for cooling. There's kidneys. There's 2 of them in there. I just mangled that one. And now you want to get up into the heart. So the heart, as you can see, is moving around. It's in a casing. I'm going to get that casing off. If you're going to eat it, if you're going to feed it to your dog, you can leave the casing on it. It won't hurt anything. And then later on we'll trim that fat off. There's the esophagus. So if you look inside there, it's pretty clean now, except for in here there's lungs. So you want to make sure you get all those lungs out. And sometimes they'll come out in little chunks. Sometimes they'll come out nice. If they start coming out like jello, all you got to do is spray some water in there. Clean them all out. You want to get them all out. So inside's pretty clean there. We'll just give that a rinse. And then it'll go into our ice bath over here. when you're done with the rest of the chicken, you cut along here. Some people like the neck. I love the neck. Just cut in between the vertebrae. And you can either leave the skin on or take it off. And that goes into another cooling pan. Get the last little bit of guck. And there you have a chicken. Almost forgot the gizzard. So the gizzard is how they digest. Some people love the gizzards. I'm not a fan. So there's the food that they digest. So when you're doing up your gizzard, if you cut down to just before that, you can actually peel the inside away. That'll be dog food now because we got guck on it and stuff. But so that's your gizzard. Some people love it. I can't stand it. I've got friends who have dogs, so it won't go to waste. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And yeah, I'll do an introduction here. So over here we have Half Step. He's helping us out. Doesn't he have a pretty smile? And over here we have Sam, or Sam Squanch, whatever we want to call him. And our cameraman today is Ashton. We'll see you next time.